Okay, we're back. So here we are at that password point that I was talking about. PASSWORD01. Oh, come on. Try it again. Here we go. That's password 01. Put focus in this one. I'm making sure that I'm using the same password for each one. Okay, finish and finish. And next thing we should see a couple of servers coming online. So I'm going to minimize these for now. Let's go back and we're going to do the same thing over again. I'll take focus off of that one, same problem I had before. New, virtual machine. Now this one we're going to call server SA1. Go ahead. Next, it's a Gen 2. Next, 2048. Next, same size, 160. Next, we'll point to our ISO. Go ahead, open it, next, and finish. I'll go ahead and start that one up now and let it go ahead and do its install for us. So ultimately, we're going to have 4 servers to go along with those switches that we created. Okay. So for this one, it's also desktop experience. Accept our terms, run through our custom install, and check to see the status of our other 2. And there they are. They're up and running. Now, keep in mind, there's something that's a little misleading. When I come down and I want to look down and see what the status is of any of my virtual servers, when I look down, they both looked like they were just blank screens. And it wasn't until I brought them up that I could actually see what was going on. So our keystrokes are a little bit different. So our keystrokes for our virtual servers, instead of where it says there, Control-Alt-Delete, we are Control-Alt-End to initialize that server. Go ahead, I should say initialize, to log into it. We'll go to the second one, Control-Alt-End. So I'm getting those 2 servers up and running. And that third one is doing its thing. Let's go ahead and do a little configuring on the 2 that we have going here. Now I've got to keep track of server DC1, server DM1. Each one's a little different. We enter our password, 01. into that one, we'll come into this one. So there's some settings we need to take care of. And some of them are going to require us to start the server or restart each one of these servers. But let's focus on, I think, what the easier one that's going to be will be our, we'll start with DC1. May not be the easiest, but what it will be is ultimately it's going to be our Active Directory domain server. Sometimes it takes a bit of time for this initial getting up and running, getting logged in, and get all our services going. I'm going to pause the video for a second. Okay, so our servers are both up and running. We'll see little things that'll pop up, local services and whatnot. I'm not going to worry about that at this point. We'll go look at on my local server here. Look at Server Manager. Okay. Some things that I need to deal with. The Windows Firewall. Go ahead and I'll click on that. There we go. So in Firewall, I want to turn the firewall off, turn it on. That's because if I've got my firewall on, these things aren't going to be able to talk to one another. It's going to create too much. Given that it's a virtual network, I don't have to worry about somebody getting into my system. Go ahead and click OK. And close that. Firewall state is off. It does tell me my firewall's on. Firewall is off. Computer name, I'll go ahead and change that as well so that when others see it that it is the correct name. One. Apply that. Come down here is where I got to change it. Server DC1. Early morning today. I'm not going to deal with this domain aspect of it as yet. I want to get Active Directory up and running first. Go ahead and say OK. I need to restart this thing. Change my descriptive. Active Directory server. Apply that. I'll go ahead and restart that one. We'll do the same or similar tasks to this one. We'll just go through the renaming of it. This one's going to be firewall. Instance of it. Turn it off. Okay. That one, back to this one, multitasking. Here, we'll change the name of this one. The server DM1. Okay, we'll go ahead and start that. SSWRD01. Check the status on our third one. Third one's there. Thing. So my servers running here. Okay, it wants me to think of it. Server manager up. And so we've got a couple little things we need to do. I need to configure Active Directory. I need to configure some IP addresses. Oh, let's say. Into that one. So ultimately we're going to go in and manage our server. Got a couple things we need to do. And on this one, on side so I can have it. So EC1, one on the left, that's going to be my Active Directory server.